Good evening. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to First Church. Welcome to our Louise Hay Self-Healing gathering. This is what we do every Thursday here at First Church. Today's a special Thursday. It's Thanksgiving. I want to welcome everybody who's signing in. We've been having some very large gatherings lately, and people are signing in as I speak. So a special hi to all of you on Zoom. Those of you in the studio audience also. And I want to give a shout out to the people who watch us on Facebook and other social platforms. This Thursday, of course, we're focusing on Thanksgiving. It's always a good topic for a New Thought Center, New Thought students, but especially today. For those of you, again, who are still trying to get in, sign in, the technicians are letting you in, and we're going to start in just a minute. So we want to welcome you, our Louise Hay Self-Healing gathering at First Church in New York. We've been doing it a long time. We're broadcasting now all over the country and all over the world. So it's wonderful that we can all be together in this wonderful virtual space. And whether you're visiting us for the first time, if you are, I want to say welcome to you, or if you regularly attend, I want you to know that each of you are a vital part of the work we do, our center and our mission. You're part of our unique, loving community. And it's incredible to think about this gathering and Louise Hay herself. This gathering is inspired by Louise Hay in her book, You Can Heal Your Life, and Ernest Holmes. We've been doing this particular group every week for years now, every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I believe it's the longest running Louise Hay gathering in the country at this point. Louise Hay was a student herself here at First Church years ago, and she became a practitioner here, right here at our church. And I'm proud, and we are proud to continue her legacy of healing and in her empowerment, her message about self-healing. A good number of you have been with us from the very beginning, and what a journey it's been. We've been through good times, trying times, times of change, life changes, a pandemic. We've shared moments of profound connection, healing, and self-realization. The thing I know, for those of us who stay at it and stay the course, we're all growing together. We're all one, and that's something you'll learn in any metaphysical group, that we are in fact interconnected. We're one with the one, as we say. Together, our virtual gathering, we've created a space where everyone is reminded of their power to change, their power to heal, and to live a life that's filled with joy and fulfillment. You do have the ability to do it another way. You can see peace if you're dedicated to, and happiness and joy. So today, on this day of gratitude and reflection, we come together not just to continue on with our weekly tradition, but to celebrate and embrace the spirit of Thanksgiving. Whether you're spending it today here with us, you may be alone in your home or your apartment, or with your loved ones. I want you to know that you're embraced by the warmth and affection of this community right now. So I'll send you some virtual hugs of appreciation and a heartfelt thank you to each of you for just being here, being a part of this, and for bringing your energy and your presence to this space. Your presence is really important to us, each of you. And Ernest Holmes said that each of us are individualizations of this God life. So, in the same way, each of you are important to this community. So your presence is the heartbeat of our community. If you feel called in any way that you'd like to support what we're doing here, there's always a link in the chat, so feel free to do that if you'd like. But the most important thing is to remember is your presence is our greatest treasure. Your thoughts and the energy you bring to the group makes the group better and better. And we're all we're all in a spiritual journey ourselves, and we get to share it with like-minded people every Thursday evening. And this makes our community richer with every shared story and every insight that anyone adds. When we come together on Thursdays, and we also meet on Wednesday evenings and Sunday mornings, we remind you of a profound truth. Your greatness is boundless, and life's challenges can't dim your inner light. I'll say that again. Maybe you don't hear it enough. Your greatness, everyone on the call, is boundless, and life's challenges can never dim your inner light. We come together, we stand united, a beacon of strength, consistently reminding you of your inherent power and your ability to bounce back, your resilience. Our mission at the center is clear: to be steadfast, supporting, shining a light on the greatness that's within each and every one of you. And I want you to remember also that we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with all of our sessions being running on YouTube, Facebook, and probably every other social media platform. We are a sanctuary of support, love, and empowerment, celebrating your greatness at every turn. In this community, gratitude is not just a word that we use for Thanksgiving, it's a way of life. So while today we gather to celebrate the holiday, we also celebrate our daily practice of gratitude, which enriches our lives and brings us closer to our true selves. Let's embrace this special gathering today with open hearts, ready to share, ready to heal, and spread the love. Louise, as I said before, was a New Thought student. She was a practitioner here. For New Thought students, Thanksgiving is a way of life. And for those of us who are not living in this country, I ought to add that Thanksgiving is an American holiday. The holiday traces back to the time of the Pilgrims, to the year 1621. The Pilgrims were the early settlers in Massachusetts, an area called Plymouth. They had a 3-day festival to celebrate a bountiful harvest that fall. And the feast could only happen with the help of the Native Americans who taught the Pilgrims how to cultivate the land. And they were very vital to the early Americans surviving those early winters. One of the most touching aspects of the story is the spirit of unity and mutual aid that defined that very first Thanksgiving. It's a reminder of the power that we all have when we come together, like we're coming together tonight. When we come together and we share resources and support one another through challenging times, it's a timeless lesson in generosity and compassion and strength of community. Again, as I say often in many talks, we're all in this together. I have another story I'd like to share today, one that embodies the essence of this holiday and its deep connection to self-healing and gratitude. A few of you have heard it before. There was once a woman named Sarah Josepha Hale. Do any of you remember who she was? I think I spoke of her once before. Sarah Josepha Hale. I'll give you a clue. She was a writer. Do you remember the nursery rhyme? Any of you have children? Mary Had a Little Lamb? Of course you do. Okay, well, Sarah Josepha Hale wrote that little nursery rhyme and many other things during the 19th century. What you might not know is that she so believed in the power of gratitude, of living an affirmative life, of thanksgiving, that she had a burning desire for there to be a national holiday for all of us of every background to give thanks. For 36 long years, Sarah wrote letters to 5 different presidents, United States presidents, because she so believed in the power of living this thankful life, this affirmative life that we talk about. She personally knew the world would be a better place if the idea of thanksgiving or gratitude was practiced more and more. If people could just connect with Source and give thanks and have more thanksgiving in their hearts. In 1863, in the middle of the Civil War no less, President Lincoln finally declared Thanksgiving a national holiday, greatly influenced by Sarah Hale's persistence. Her story is a wonderful lesson, a wonderful story for so many reasons. First of all, she had a big idea. And she believed in her big idea, so she stayed the course. She stayed with it for 36 years. It just goes to show us once again the impact one person can have in creating positive change if they stay the course. For those of you who tune in every week, every Thursday, I know you see the difference. We all are hearing the demonstrations you're having. Just like Sarah Hill, she stayed the course. So I'm inviting you all to remember to stay the course. Let's remember this remarkable woman's legacy by embracing gratitude, acknowledging our many, many blessings, and remembering the transformative power of a thankful heart. Now let's move this inspiring story and turn inward. Take a breath or two and connect with our own personal histories and memories, our cherished memories, and even the painful moments that have shaped us. This holiday, this day, Thanksgiving invites us to go to a place of reflection and gratitude. And as Louise Hay often reminds us, the thoughts we think and the words we speak create our experiences. So let's go within to a place of quiet. We can call it a sacred space, a place of quiet, a space of togetherness where we know unity. And let's choose thoughts that uplift, thoughts of love, gratitude, and forgiveness. From Louise, I have some affirmations for us. For love, you might say to yourself, I am surrounded by love, and all is well. My heart is open, and I speak with loving words. For gratitude, you might say, I am thankful for this day. I'm grateful for the abundance that I already have, and I know that I have enough and that I am enough. And some affirmations for forgiveness. I'm willing to forgive. You might repeat that one. I'm willing to forgive. Forgiveness sets me free and allows me to move forward in love and in peace. Forgiveness sets me free and allows me to move forward in love and in peace. Now I want you to think back in your childhood, everyone, to moments, your childhood, your family gatherings. Try, if you can, remember the laughter or even the disagreements. Let you think back on this Thanksgiving Day to your childhood. What comes to mind? Who comes to mind when you think of your family memories and your gatherings? Whatever comes to mind, each person that comes to mind, your family, your grandparents, your parents, your brothers, your sisters, each person who has played a part in your memories, who had a role in your life's journey. As you think of these gatherings and of these people, as you remember the joy, the laughter, let's now give thanks for all of it, for the memories, for the people, for every bit of it. And if there's anything that comes to mind or you're remembering that's unresolved or painful, let's take a moment to breathe in love in that memory and exhale any lingering bitterness or any remorse. Let's breathe in again love and know that we are supplied and supported. And let's release anything that needs to be released. Remember Louise Hay's words, I am willing to let go, I release it, I let it go. I release all the tension, I release all the fear, I release the anger, I release the guilt, I release the sadness, and as I do this, I'm free. You say to yourself, I am love, I'm one with love, I'm one with light, I'm one with this energy that's in all of us. So let's go to a deeper place, if there's a deeper place. Take a moment to think now of someone who has touched your life deeply in a positive way, someone who's taught you the essence of love and kindness. Whoever that person is in your memory, in your mind, hold that person in your heart and silently say thank you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for the joy. Thanks for the memories. Now let's also recall anyone who might have caused pain, knowingly or unknowingly, if there's anyone. If you can think of anyone, or if there were people, notice what comes up for you. Are you willing to forgive? Are you willing to forgive them? Are you willing to lighten your load? If anyone comes to mind, if there's any lingering remorse or anger that you'd like to release, this would be a good time. You might say to yourself, I'm willing to release you and let you go, or I'm willing to release this person or these people now. You could imagine yourself saying, I release you. Louise Hay was always saying, I release you to your highest good and your greatest joy. And she would also say, please try to remember they, whoever they are, if there's anyone that comes to your mind, they were doing the best that they could with the information, the understanding, and the awareness that they had at the time. All of us are growing. All of us have done things that we're not particularly proud of, and we've learned lessons. So we want to release everyone knowing that they were doing the best they could at the time, including ourselves. From another book, a favorite saying of mine, it was from the Course in Miracles, is it takes great wisdom to understand that all events, circumstances, and happenings are helpful. That's been one of my favorites for can't tell you how many years. It takes great wisdom to understand that all events, circumstances, and happenings are helpful. Yes, ultimately we understand that it's all been there for our good. And as Louise Hay taught us, every experience is a success. You might not think of yourself as such, but you are a success story. And every experience that you've had has brought you to a new place of understanding, to a place where you've acquired wisdom. Every one of us on this call, in this gathering, such a wonderful gathering, is on a spiritual journey. We're always growing, always becoming more, always expanding, growing. So once more, if there's anyone that comes to mind that you need to release, breathe in a deep breath. Let's affirm together, I forgive you. And this could be yourself as well. I forgive you, I release you, I bless you with love. As we do this, we know that we're free. Say, I am free, and you are free to the other person if there's another person, and all is well. In this wonderful space tonight, a space of healing and gratitude, we acknowledge that we are all connected. We're all one with each other. We have a lot to give thanks for. We give thanks for the joy. We give thanks for the challenges. We give thanks for the people who have helped us grow. We give thanks for anyone who's come into our life and helped us evolve, helped us grow, and who have helped us become the person we are today. Everyone in some way has been a teacher to you. Dr. Bill used to say, everyone is a teacher to you, no matter if they're in your life for a short time or long time. They've all come at the right time, the right place. And from Louise herself, let's affirm, I am in the process of positive change. I am in the process of positive change. Next, recognizing my worth, I stand before the mirror with love in my eyes, and I say to the mirror, you can imagine yourself saying, I love you. I really, truly love you. And next, you could say to yourself, I'm grateful for my body, for the health I possess, and for every breath that fills me with life. I affirm each and every day, in every way I'm getting better and better. Next, I'm grateful, I'm thankful for the life I live. I cherish the life I live, and life lovingly responds to me. I am surrounded by abundance of love and opportunities. And she's got a couple more. Energy flows through me with ease, guiding me to my truest desires. Energy flows through me with ease, guiding me to my highest desires. Wisdom is my constant companion. can affirm, wisdom is my constant companion, helping me make choices that align with my highest good. And this is one I'm sure you'll love. I am a magnet for prosperity, and I always attract the right amount of money that I need. Financial abundance finds its way to me effortlessly. So there's some great affirmations for us to take in today. Another I like is, I am home wherever I am. I am at home wherever I am. My living space, wherever I live, wherever I find myself, is filled with love and comfort, providing me with a sanctuary of peace. And those of you who are working with relationships, my relationships are built upon trust, upon love and compassion, enriching my life with their presence. I am connected and I am loved. And for those of you who are at work, this is one that will be good. In my work, I find purpose and joy, knowing that I am contributing to something greater than myself. Success is my natural state of being. I excel in all that I do. And for all of us, everything I need is already within us. I am a vessel of infinite potential and possibilities. I am free from the past. I am free from limitations. I am love in its purest form. I am whole and complete. And for this life, for this journey, I'm profoundly grateful. I'm profoundly grateful for this community that comes together every single week. I've been presenting this Louise Hay material since the book first came out in every venue you can imagine, from hospitals to schools to treatment centers. I presented this material to people who were dealing with AIDS, women who had AIDS and their children too. And there's no place that I've ever worked with this material where I haven't seen, great changes, healings. Recently, I've heard, and you've all heard, demonstration after demonstration by the people in our own community. So it's heartwarming. It's also a testament to what our teaching is what's possible. Healing is possible. Religious science is steeped in a rich history of healing. If you were to read the textbook, The Science of Mind, you get more involved. You realize that you have power to heal. There's other books that I could name, which we get into in our other classes, where you have the ability to heal your life, to change your life. So I hope this journey that you're involved in here with us is just a beginning. The most important thing, though, is always to stay the course. Many people just read Louise Hay for a time and put the book up, or been involved in some of our classes, and you put the book up, and we get too busy, and we have a tendency to forget. I mean, we know on some level these things, but it's the application. Recently, we've heard some demonstrations of people who've stayed the course, and they've had some really, I won't call them miraculous healings, but they've healed things that other people don't heal. It's because of you stay with it. The story tonight of Sarah Hale was a great story because she stayed with her big idea, right, for 36 years and helped create this Thanksgiving Day that we're sharing in and we're celebrating today. So my suggestion always, because we never tell anybody what to do, is stay the course, stay plugged in. Louise Hay created a song in association with one of her books by Hal Josephs, and the lyric was remembering and forgetting. It's the game that we play. So what we want you to do is to stay plugged in as often as you can. If you can't make it Thursdays, Jimmy's facilitating the Wednesday group, which is creative living, and that's all about self-healing too. It's approached from a slightly different place. It's equally wonderful. In our Sunday morning gatherings at 10:45, meditation followed by a service, a lesson. Again, more opportunities for you to join in, and where you'll feel supplied and supported. So we're grateful for you. We're grateful for Louise Hay. We're grateful for all the people who came before her. So now it's time to take a little pause and let ourselves feel enveloped by the warmth of this empowering message and community, the energy, the whole community. We can feel it, we can hear it, we get all your letters, and we're really grateful. Some of you are supporting the center too, and we're grateful for that as well. But however you are involved, we're grateful. As we pause here in Thanksgiving, we're grateful for the history of First Church, its history with Raymond Charles Barker, with Louise, its previous ministers. We're grateful for our personal stories, our families, the people who have come into our lives who've touched us and caused us to grow. And we realize that gratitude is indeed a transformative thing. I remember as a young student, they were always saying, gratitude is causative, gratitude is causative. I remember also working in a place, a facility years ago, and I had a group of people who were out of prison, and they were not happy campers. And they were in this facility for 6 months, and I had a tough time with that group. But I finally suggested you each have to develop a gratitude list. And it was like pulling nails, but eventually they did. And it took weeks and weeks, but eventually after they did it, and they started to be fond of me, and I had them promise that they would read that list to themselves each and every day. And when they did, it didn't take too long, a month or two. The person who was the administrator, the big person in the whole place, called me into her office wanting to know what I did with her people. And I really didn't do anything. It's just they started somewhat running the place in every part of the institution, and they stood out because of their gratitude. Where everything was a problem before, they were transforming before her eyes, and the lady who was used to running this institution hadn't seen anything like it before. It was no surprise to me because I knew how it worked. The challenge was seeing if I could get people to change their mindset and come from a place of connection and love and gratitude. And to the extent they did it, it was really incredible. Also true in any of those other places. The women I worked with who had AIDS and their babies were also HIV positive. The transformation I've seen in those groups, the transformation I've seen over the years with the Louise material is just astounding. So we come together today, take a pause, knowing that gratitude is causative. It binds us, it heals us, it propels us forward towards a future filled with love, understanding, and kindness. Today, we have journeyed through time. We've remembered the faces of our own past. We've remembered a little bit of our history. And we've embraced the lessons that life has given us, all the encounters. Everyone who's come into our world has been a gift. Like Sarah Hale, who wrote Mary Had a Little Lamb, who also believed so ardently in the power of thanksgiving and affirmative prayer, who helped create this very holiday. We too recognize the potential that gratitude holds in creating a better, kinder, and more connected world. So an appreciation for all of this, for life's infinite blessings, and we have all had them if we only take the time to remember them. Let's remember that every day is an opportunity to practice gratitude. Every moment is a chance to spread love. Each and every instant is a holy instant, or it could be if you infuse it with gratitude. And each and every moment is a moment where we can make a positive change, just as we have done here this evening. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, for your presence, your energy, and your willingness to share in this journey of gratitude and healing. And now, as we transition from our lesson to the time of personal sharing, I want to invite you all tonight to speak if you can. I know a lot of you have been chatting in the chat room. And think in terms of the people in your life who've touched you, that you're grateful for, who've helped shape you. And maybe tonight for the first time, you might have gratitude for the people you had a tough time with, because all of those encounters too were holy encounters, in that they've caused you to grow and to evolve and to learn. So share your stories. It's a safe space. If you feel you can, share your thoughts on Thanksgiving and gratitude itself. As you do this, this community just gets stronger and stronger. And so I look forward to that part of the sharing. For those of you who are listening and who are with your home with your families, that's wonderful. And those of you who are listening throughout the week, we'll get all your comments. And I want everybody to know your voice in these calls is such a gift. I listen every week, all the time, and it's a gift to me, it's a gift to all of us. And we're eager to listen and to learn from you and to grow together. So we can open up a little bit. I'm going to turn over the microphone to Jimmy, and we'll take your calls. And thank you all for being here, and thank you for your support of the center. Thank you for just the wonderful energy and love that you bring to our gatherings. I want to remind you that we meet also on Wednesday night, and we have a creative living series, the same Zoom link. Jimmy facilitates, and we have guest speakers, and every Sunday morning we have a lesson 11, which is preceded by a meditation at 10:45. So I ask the question every week, what's it been like being you this week? So we want to hear from you. We want to hear your thoughts on Thanksgiving and gratitude. So I'm now going to turn it over to Jimmy and to all of you. Thank you for being here.